used 6 raw materials for lactic acid production, which are immobilized Lactobacillus delbrueckii ATCC 9646, liquid pineapple wastes, yeast extract, calcium carbonate, 78% sulfuric acid and activated carbon. We introduced first raw material, which is immobilized Lactobacillus delbrueckii ATCC 9646. Firstly, Lactobacillus is mesophilic bacteria. Its optimum temperature is between 20 to 40 degrees Celsius. It can survive in pH 5 to 6. We choose Lactobacillus because it is homofermenter, which means it only produces lactic acid. No other side products are produced. We purchase it from DSMZ, Deutsche Sammlung von Mikroorganismen und Zellkulturen GmbH, Germany. In this fermentation process, we used immobilized Lactobacillus, Lactobacillus will undergo classical entrapment method to produce immobilized Lactobacillus. Why we used immobilized Lactobacillus? Because it can help to maintain in high and stable cell concentration. Besides, it has longer working lifetime than free cell system. It can retain for 20 days before undergo death phase. Next, immobilized Lactobacillus also can produce higher productivity than free cell. It also ease of downstream processing, which is easier to filter out with the beads. After knowing the advantages of immobilized Lactobacillus, we proceed to Lactobacillus immobilization by classical entrapment method. Firstly, MRS broth content Lactobacillus mixed with 2% sodium alginate solution and stirred it for 5 minutes. Then solution was dropped into 0.2 calcium chloride. Beads are allowed to be hardened for 30 minutes. Then, washed them with 0.85% sodium chloride solution, and then immobilized Lactobacillus are formed, stored it at 4 degrees Celsius, if we have not want to use it. Finally, immobilized Lactobacillus was done to be prepared. The second raw material is liquid pineapple waste. The reason for us to choose pineapple waste is because Malaysia is one of the major producers of pineapple. In Malaysia, about 30 to 50% of pineapple waste is discarded during pineapple processing, especially pineapple canning industry, which is producing large quantities of pineapple waste. The second reason is because pineapple waste contains high level of carbohydrates. The carbohydrate is simple sugars, which are sucrose, glucose and fructose. All of these sugars can be acted as substrate for lactic acid production. The pineapple waste that discharged to the environment untreated can cause a serious environment problem. Therefore, by using pineapple waste, environment problem can be reduced. How can we obtain liquid pineapple waste? Firstly, pineapple waste we buy from the suppliers and deliver it to our factory. In factory, pineapple wastes are undergo crushing and pressing. Then solid waste and liquid waste will be produced separately. Solid pineapple waste we will sell it to farmer for cattle feeding. The liquid pineapple waste will be used as substrate for lactic acid production. Before undergo fermentation process, liquid pineapple waste will undergo pre-treatment. Liquid pineapple waste was boiled in a stainless steel vessel for 5 minutes to deactivate the existing enzymes, then undergo centrifugation to remove the solid particles. The liquid pineapple wastes then store in the freezer. When we need it, we defrost it by using microwave oven, then sterilize it by using vacuum filter. Then the liquid pineapple waste was done prepared. You can be used in fermentation process. Third raw material is yeast extract. Liquid pineapple waste has little nitrogen and soluble protein, therefore the substrate must be supplemented with yeast extract as a nitrogen source. The carbohydrate-containing medium has been enriched with yeast extract to achieve the optimal growth conditions for the demand of nutrient on lactic acid bacteria. Fourth raw material is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is usually the least expensive of the salts available for the purpose. It functions as adjustment of the pH of the fermentation broth. Fifth raw material is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid will be used in downstream process. It will react with calcium lactate to form insoluble calcium sulfate, easier to filter out. Sixth raw material is activated carbon.
created using Powtoon.